are in a crisis right now with our energy bills. I couldn't believe, you know, I was by myself in a 2,800 square foot home, and my last bill was like $800.
But
By
just
myself.
give it a couple more years, Lou, with
Yeah.
the peak oil and
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I'm feeling sorry for the folks in the Bronx that have to, you know, heat up their places, or even my family out there. It has to be astronomical. It has to be a concern.
Yes.
And for Californians or us in Los Angeles, we use so much energy, right? Just getting the water to our buildings and homes over the Tehachapi Mountains. So forget about just an electric bill. Water prices will jump as
We
well.
waste so much water. I'm writing an article now, 10 ways to waste water. And what I do is have a picture of
I like that.
particular example.
So what's the top waste?
Well,
Of,
there's actually two. If you look at residential, if you look at people who live in like condominiums and stuff, the worst are actually the people living in condominiums. I can tell you from experience, they have the gardener, they force them to hose down all their little
Sidewalks.
streets and all the little stuff. The other gardener was out there the other day with a little blower, and then lady came out, how dare you do that? She took this thing, took the blower away, just water. And thousands of gallons a day, just hosing things down, and then you multiply that by 200 or 300 condos in a certain area, and you multiply that by thousands of condos, which they all do that. They all,
so squirting the water instead of the blowers.
yeah, it's really bad, and they have silent blowers now. Like
Right.
you're sitting there and it's like you don't hear
Right.
a thing.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
electric
Those are
ones,
the
yeah.
battery operated
The
ones?
battery or
Electric,
electric
right.
ones
So
are
you're not
totally
burning
quiet,
fuel.
It's true,
totally
yeah,
clean,
it's true. Those are better.
totally
Yeah.
clean. But then in the homeowner section, you know, they do waste. They waste a good 75% of their water because the sprinklers,
Yeah.
all the water goes up in the air. 80% of that water goes up in the air.
Mainly if it's daytime.
Lawns.
Yeah.
Lawns are cool, but you know, you don't, you know, I do water below ground. Put the water, all the water below ground.
Drip irrigation?
We use drip, we use soaker lines. You get very clever how you do, it's called fertigation, so you can do a natural fertilizer. So everything's below ground,
Right.
75% less water. The place is looking better because you don't need that much water.
Right.
Your home doesn't have all that water things happen to you. You don't have all the bugs in the neighborhood coming for the water. Right?
Right.
You know, if you have less water, the bugs are going to come to your home and hang out and do the things. And you got spiders, you got everybody.
Right.
And so controlling the water, and we're wasting a lot of it. And people don't seem to understand. We're in a major drought. Big, you know, I talked to the folks in Atlanta, Georgia, right?
Yeah.
They don't have that lake anymore,
Yeah.
right? And that's how they get their water. And they say, well, maybe we overused it. And now their Great Lakes are having the war because they want people to, you know, they want to sell their water to other people, and the people who live there say, no, this is our water. Water.
Yeah, it's
Water
going to
is
be
it's a big issue.
Yeah, absolutely.
And people need to. And
prized commodity.
Right, right. And I had
More
an
and more.
interesting dream last night about the hydrogen fuel cell cars, which are perfect because they produce water. See, you know, they produce clean water that you can drink. And because I was talking to the company, and their idea is you have little water bottles, you're driving around. At the end of the day, you got these waters you bring home. And it's a perfect setup. You're in a place where there's no, like you're driving in a desert or whatever, you always have your source of water. And in the future, that's going to be very essential. I think I could see people having fuel cells in their home to generate their electricity, whatever in the home, produce their water. We're going to have to start thinking about, can't get the water anymore, we have to start, and there's a in Peru, just to show you, there's a place that's identical to Malibu. It has the fogs come in. This guy invented a little, it's a sail. It comes up in the air, opens up, catches the water at night, catches the fog. All the water runs into this little thing. Then it closes up because, you know, they have the same kind of wind problem. So here in Malibu was a perfect opportunity. I talk to the city all the time. We should be leading the way in showing creative ways of getting water, using energy. And it's like, we're so, you know, somebody has to, you know, we just not doing. We have the opportunity, right? These are the fire is a great opportunity to create, and you know, all this water. We waste a lot of water, and we're surrounded by the water. We think we have a lot, but imagine when you have the choice between watering or drinking. You know, you're going to get to that point. You know, I can't water my plants because I got to drink it.